This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
We show up.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carbon, and today we are here to talk about some Call of Duty Modern Warfare. September 12th is over. Day one is behind us. The game, as far as I'm concerned, I'm loving it. But of course, it's a beta. There are things wrong with it, and we're going to talk about some of those things. But overall, I really like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I really do. I think the multiplayer is so much fun. And after day one, Infinity Ward has taken to Reddit to recap the entire day, including what they're looking into after day one and a bunch more. So the studio is looking at a lot of feedback from the fans and players and the no mini-map situation. They're also working to fix a lot of bugs, including the parties, which have to be disbanded after every game, and a look at what's coming today at Modern Warfare, you know? There's going to be a lot of changes. There's a lot of things. This is the beta. Before we get into some of the feedback, the details in that feedback, I want to share a message from Infinity Ward. They said, "It's been an incredible first day of the beta, and we couldn't do any of this without you, our community. Beta testing is so helpful to us as developers. Sometimes you all find bugs we haven't run into yet. You guys provide suggestions that spark ideas within various teams across the studio. And of course, seeing you nuke a lobby will never get old. And as we head into the weekend, we want to say thank you to everyone who has been playing today and who plans on joining over the weekend. We're here reading and listening to your feedback, so keep it up." And that's what's most important, is the feedback. If there are things that you are finding wrong within the game, instead of just sitting there bitching about it, saying what they did wrong, find a platform to share your ideas. I'm thinking Reddit is probably your greatest answer, or Twitter. I mean, that's what I take to. But as far as feedback, what are they looking into after just the first day? The first one I want to talk about is partying up. I played with, from the time I went live and played yesterday, I played with my members and my friends. We were all in a party. And after completing a match, we were not able to find another match. At first, we thought we all had to restart our apps after every game, and then we soon learned that all we had to do was disband the party, but even sometimes disbanding the party didn't work, and we would all have to restart our apps. They said they're still looking into this issue, but in the meantime, disbanding your party and joining back up is the only temporary solution while they work on a fix. The next one I want to talk about is unable to connect to online services. So this is still currently being investigated. If you are still running into this issue, it's time to try to get in contact with somebody, because they do say if you're having issues, please send us your PSN ID if you aren't comfortable posting it in a thread, of course, so they can take a deeper look, and this will be helpful as they work on a solution. Another one I want to talk about, I noticed right away, and that's connecting your PSN ID or your Gamertag to your CallOfDuty.com account. So when I logged in, I noticed that my old PlayStation Gamertag was still the Gamertag. It's still Carbon240, not ImCarbonYo. So if you're having this issue along with me, I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description that can help change your display name. So just hit that link down below, try to get it fixed. I have still yet to do it, so I'm not 100% sure if it's working, but right now this is the answer from the Call of Duty team. So if you want to get on it, get on it. The next thing I want to talk about here is the enemy footsteps, team footsteps, and your own footsteps. Right now, Call of Duty wants us to be listening to the game and sharing how we are listening to the game, whether we are using headsets, computer speakers, TV speakers, earbuds, only one earphone. What are you listening to, and how does it affecting your gameplay? By telling them the specifics, they can use that information to help others with different audio issues. Now, I would say my audio works pretty good. The only issue I seem to run into is that because we don't have a mini map, hearing is a big advantage in hearing footsteps. So I'll be running through a map, and because I don't have a mini map and I don't know the maps yet, I'm still find myself like running through areas I do not know, and I'll end up hearing footsteps and I'll think, oh, that's the enemy, because that's the only sensory I have at that point, and I'll quickly look in that direction, find out it's my teammate who's running, and then I'll die to somebody behind me who's the enemy, from which footsteps I could not hear. So it seems that it's really easy, at least on my end. I'm using the Astro A50s, and I have the audio for headphones 1. Now, for this setup for audio, it really does seem to be that I can hear my teammates' footsteps better than I can hear the enemies, and that's not good. I wouldn't complain if there was a mini map like we're used to, but because there's no mini map, we really have to trust our ears. And if I'm constantly hearing my teammates' footsteps, thinking they're the enemies, and I'm facing the wrong direction, I end up getting killed by the opposite direction. Now, the next one I want to talk about here is calling cards using wrong name and or flag description. This isn't a big one, but it's there. It's definitely something I need to work on. The description for the flag of Colombia currently says Colombia spelled wrong, and the Slovakian flag is currently labeled Croatia. Both of these will need to be fixed during the weekend 2 of the beta. I can't believe they got these flags wrong and misspelled it for the beta. It's kind of funny. Now, the first glitch seems to have been found, and that's on the raid map, the Grozna raid. Well, it seems a fix for this has already been completed and will be implemented as soon as possible. Now, from what I know, it seems that there was a table within Grozna raid that you could clip yourself into, and I know I saw this yesterday. I know I saw it because I saw random gunfire coming out of like a wall, like right near a road, and I knew that somebody had found a glitch and they were killing enemies from either under the map or within the map, something, but it was really weird. Now, another one we're going to be talking about here is the level cap displaying as higher than level 10. Now, this is something I definitely ran into yesterday. Me and some of the team, we thought that after we saw those levels that there was an update, so we restarted our apps and there was an update, but it was nothing about the level caps. Right now, the level cap is set to 10, but some players, including myself, are seeing their level cap display as 11 or higher. Now, this is just a visual bug and will be fixed in weekend 2. So for some of you that still show prestige, or not prestige, level cap 11, you are level 11, you are going to be able to keep those bragging rights at least until the next weekend. Now, another fix that they're going to be working on is graphical corruption on the matchmaking screen. Now, I've seen this. Some players, like myself, have experienced graphical corruption errors in the matchmaking, which basically results in the screen appearing black, green, or yellow. And it definitely shows dark contrast towards the black. It looks really creepy, but does not affect the game. It tends to only happen in the matchmaking screen, but they said that this will be fixed by next weekend. So for right now, it's just a little visual thing, just kind of put up with it, you know. Now, for spawns, we have new maps. We're not doing those 3-lane multiplayer maps anymore. So spawns you would think would be a little more different and a little more spread out. But as everyone has provided a ton of feedback in videos of spawn needing some attention, they definitely see it on their end too, as they've played online. And they're looking into the current spawn system and will continue to monitor as they go through the weekend. Now, I suffered from this, and my teammates suffered from this, and this wasn't like a rarity thing. I'm sure a lot of you were having this issue. It seems that you would be playing, you would die, and then you would spawn right in front of an enemy. I'm not even kidding. Right in front of an enemy, already looking at you, saw you spawn, and there's nothing you could do about it. You're dead again. Or you keep spawning in these, these maps are really big. You would think that if a team has you spawn trapped, that eventually on a team deathmatch, you would spawn away from that area, because there's not that many players to cover the whole map. But spawn camping for maps this big and different lane systems and all the different rooms and corners, which, by the way, I do think Modern Warfare is going to have a very camp heavy play style, but that's for another conversation. Spawns are just broken. You would think you would spawn into some place where less enemies are rather than just having a free-for-all. Now, the one topic I want to talk about, and I think everyone wants to talk about as well, and it's going to be the very last topic as far as like feedback. They just want to tell us, Call of Duty knows. They said that they hear us loud and clear. Along with feedback and data continuously being collected, they are experimenting internally with a few different options and will keep us updated if they make any changes to the mini-map. The mini-map, we need that mini-map. I can't believe I thought it'd be interesting to use without it, but with it not being there, I use the map as my main sense of map awareness. Now, I'm not just looking for red dots. It also helps me see where my teammates are. It just helps. And when you don't have the mini map, you're listening for footsteps, and those aren't as great as I thought they would be. This is an ongoing conversation with everyone. So again, Call of Duty wants to thank us for sharing the feedback and thoughts on the topic, and they're going to update us once they have more information to share on what their decision is with the mini-map. Personally, I really want the mini-map. I do. I really want it. But will that force more people to use silencers and whatnot? Probably. But I just know I want my mini-map back. I want it back. But what's coming up with the beta? Now, at the time of this recording, it could already be out. But in addition to what we played yesterday, today we are going to be getting our hands on a brand new 6v6 map called Gunrunner. They're also swapping in a new mode in the featured playlist called Cyber Attack. So let me know if you guys are going to be enjoying that game mode, how you are already enjoying it, if it's already released. Right now it's only 10 in the morning for me, so I doubt it's out yet, but who knows? Let me know what you guys are thinking as far as Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm absolutely loving this game. I can't wait for even more to be released, and the release of Ground War, which has been confirmed to be coming to the beta. We just don't know when yet. I'm sure it's going to be on a weekend where there is everyone playing full crossplay. That's just my guess. I don't know. Anyways, leave that like, leave that subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what I did wrong. You guys always do. It's your boy Carbon. Peace.